Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance, and here we have an IS-7. It's the Tier 10 Soviet Heavy, and it's located on the north spawn of Mountain Pass under the command of Chris Norman. Now this is a replay from 2017, so it all looks a bit different, but the battle has started. Now the IS-7, it's got a 130mm gun. It's a slightly tougher nut to crack than most of the other Soviet heavies. It's got a well-piked nose. In some ways, actually, it looks like the T10, which was otherwise known as the IS-8. But anyway, it's still a very, very good tank. Okay, first enemy's turned up, T100LT. It's on the bolt. Now that 130mm gun can do alpha damage of 490, penetration 250, standard rounds. With APCR that goes up to 303. It's also very, very tough, both at the front and at the back, on the sides, because it's got spaced armour. So if you're trying to penetrate it, it can be very frustrating, but you can get rounds in through the back. And also, if the driver over-angles the front, you can put shells directly through the front plates. So you don't really want to over-angle it at all. It's going to be to your detriment. Oh, he's getting bumped around quite a lot by his teammates. Object 430 wasn't very much help, and neither is this AMX-50B. But goodness, he'd be up ahead. STB's a tier 10, so he needs to be careful. He's also in a platoon. And there's an Object 140, and he's in the same platoon. Puts around into him for 557. Bounced around from him. Okay, he's loaded. It's quite a long load time, but it is separate ammunition. Just see the 140, doesn't get that one through. You can see from this position, not too overly angled. The rounds are just bouncing off the front of the armour. Oh, another one went straight off the turret there. It really is that tough from the front. You see, one round bounced off the front plate, one off the turret. And that 140 keeps coming up to take a chance. And this time round, I think he fired, what was it? It was an APCR. But they're all firing APCR, so they're all firing premium rounds, but they're just not getting through. Well, we know he's been seen. He's not going to expose himself to that T57 Heavy, who's taking a lot of damage. Oh, that one's gone down. So we're two tanks up on the enemy at the moment, and we're still bouncing rounds from the enemy. That's the STB this time. Oh, took a round from the 140 this time. He did manage to get it through, and puts a round into that IS-7 right through the side. It's able to pen the spaced armour. Go for it again. Gets one into the 140, 572. The 113mm gun is actually a naval gun design. Bounces around again from the 140. Looks out, takes two rounds which actually go through, and I think one of them tracked him. So he's lost a lot of hit points with that. Over 878 hit points. Ouch. And the IS-7 and the M48 pattern, and they're waiting for him to poke out again. There's the IS-7 trying. He's fired. Go for the lower plate. Doesn't go through. T62's joined us. biding our time, waiting for the right moment. And that one went into the nose and actually took out the IS-7. It was only 8 hit points, but it was enough. Well, we know there's an E100 and an Object 140 around that corner. Well, that's what we know. There's a couple of tanks, the Object 140 and the STB over to the right. There's E100. Here he comes. And a nice one to track him. 467. And we're getting some damage resistance because the others are hitting him now. Keep him tracked. One through the drive wheel. And yes! He's out the game. Got the kill shot. 409. So we're one tank down at the moment, and the reason for that is obviously we're not doing well elsewhere. We're doing well here, but not elsewhere. In fact, our attack force got to the enemy cap area, and now they're being surrounded and smothered. In fact, the worry is that somebody's got up the bridge road, and there's a Type 5 Heavy near our cap area. And Chris Norman's noticed that, and he's returning, whilst the rest of the force goes on towards the enemy cap area. The Type 5's shown up, and he's now facing off against the IS-4. T-62's returning from the ice road, so there's going to be more than one of us attacking that Type 5. IS-4's being driven down into the bowl, so he must have lost a lot of hit points. Yeah, he has. He's down to 341. He's a one shot. Type 5 is more than one shot though. Yep, 151. Now he's two shot. And we put a round in. Oh my god, we were very lucky there. 404 hit points. We got him on one shot. And I think the rest of the team think that they've got it in hand now. They do have a 2-tank advantage, but the enemy still has a Type 5 Heavy, a 907, a T100 LT, and a Batchat 25 ton. And it looks like the T100 LT has gone mountain climbing, mountain goating. He's up on top of the cliff. Type 5 Heavy's next target. Be very careful and cautious at the moment because HE's no respecter of armour. Okay, we've loaded AGCR to get through the hull. Oh, Object 907, we put a round into him. 415. That was a good shot. Good that he noticed that. We can only just see the top of the turret though, that's the problem. Pokes up. Oh no, that one missed. Went right over the top of him. It's landed in the next map. But we have to pay attention to that 907. So if we don't, he'll be firing rounds down into us. The IS-4's going for the Type 5. Okay, we're taking a chance. We're going to push forward, engage the Type 5, and hope that 907 doesn't or can't engage us because the rock will be in the way. Okay, here we go. One into the side. Yes! 524. It's now two shot. Maybe. We've loaded. And he's face on. Can we get the turret bowler? No. And the 907's come down, but he's been wiped out by our IS-4. One round through the side, 480, but we take a round from 444. We're down to just 63 hit points. We lost our driver. He's been tracked, and he's killed by an Arty round, or is it? No, it was the IS-4 got him. That's game. It looked like an Arty round that was coming down from above. Wow. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats for that one. And it's an ace tanker for Chris Norman in the IS-7. He managed to get a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 5 exactly. A Hand of God for surviving the battle, having received shots from 4 different enemy tanks, or received damage from them at least. Duelist for taking down 2 tanks that did damage to him during the battle. A Fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He got 4 exactly. A Fire effect for doing more damage than the hit points of your own vehicle. And a Shell proof for blocking more damage than the hit points of your own vehicle. And because he survived the battle and received at least 11 shots, potential damage of at least 1,000 hit points, he managed to get the steel wall for the most damage blocked in that battle. Well, yeah, pretty amazing battle it was too. If you look at it here, you can see 4,745 hit points of damage. Chris Norman did the most. He didn't get the high caliber, but he did do the most damage. The next highest scorer was the IS-7 on the enemy team. It shows you how tough this tank is. 3,967 hit points of damage he managed to do. And then the Type 5 Heavy managed 3,877. When it came to kills, there was a number of tanks who all managed to get 4 kills apiece. Chris Norman managed it, the IS-4 managed it, and the Type 5 Heavy on the enemy team managed it as well. And when it came to base XP, again, Chris Norman, top of the table, 1,255. Then we got the IS-4 with 1,057, and then the Object 430 with 986. Best the enemy could do was their Type 5 Heavy with 682. He fired 16 rounds during that battle. He got 14 direct hits, 11 penetration, damage of 4,745 hit points, of which 415 were at more than 300 meters. So he received 13 hits from the enemy. 5 of them were penetrations, 8 non-penetrations. And he blocked damage of 2,450 hit points. He damaged 8 of the enemy, killed 4 of them, and did damage assistance of 2,118 hit points. On a premium account, he earned 81,423 credits, and after repair, ammunition resupply and consumables, he received 22,275 credits to take away. He also picked up 1,883 XP times 2 for the first victory, took away 3,766 experience points altogether. So a really good battle there by Chris Norman. Congratulations on that. This was a battle from June of 2017. So if you enjoyed it, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel. And hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.